Hey, I'm gonna talk about Wanda. So, she's a fair venture. We love Elizabeth Olsen's portrayal of Wanda and Scarlet Witch. The MCU without further ado, it'd be an awesome opportunity to make a bonus video about her in Doctor Strange. So, this is only to be mostly reflected on her in Doctor Strange. So, I watched this film under a comment. I was thinking about so many things. A lot of people like hating this movie because of her actions, and people on her side, and a lot of people are confused on why are you on her side, and why aren't you, and all these things, and people compare her actions to like Ronin or in with Bond and or Iron Man, or even for example even Arrow's some actions where he's killed people and need to not be the hero that them Marvel and other DC and Marvel, but nevertheless it's still the same thing, and not the same thing exactly, but however it's as much as it's basically similar aspects to it. So I originally had like this little part of the video where I spoke about the fact that why didn't Sam maybe watch WandaVision before making the Doctor Strange film. And now a lot of people on TikTok mentioned the fact that it didn't exist back then because the Marvel was making the Doctor Strange film first, and then WandaVision happened. So in a way, that they switched their basically Marvel has like schedules on when the film did. So it makes sense now. I understand. It makes more sense why he didn't do research on WandaVision, because it didn't exist back then. Also, the co-writer was one who was most likely focused on the WandaVision aspects of this. So, the film putting everything into Wanda's personality and all these things that led her to be who she is. So, I understand like why people are confused in that way. And yeah, so even I was confused too. So you just see him wearing the different outfits at me days later after filming the video that you're watching currently. So yeah, I just want to pop up here just so you know that that's basically why Sam maybe didn't do research on WandaVision. That's because there's nothing to do research of other than the other MCU projects Wanda Maximoff has been part of in the MCU, you know what I mean? Alright, back to the video. In Infinity War and WandaVision, we understood Scarlet Witch's actions, and that way, this is like Earth 616 is the only universe where Wanda becomes the Scarlet Witch. So a lot of things in that film that they didn't really explain this, how the kids existed, and with the kids did they just all age up at the same exact time, and where's Vision was, or Vision's not there, who's the father, and it just makes no sense if they explain that Vision was working or gone. No, they should have explained that. They should have explained where Vision was, it is important in Wanda's journey, and she's not really focused on Vision, she's mostly focused on the kids. This is my thoughts. Maybe if Wanda grabbed Billy from one universe and Tommy from another universe, those two Wandas can still have kids, and also Wanda can also have her own kids. Maybe that was an idea, or each or both Wandas drove, went back and forth, you know what I mean? Like custody, I don't know. So that's my thoughts on that. Wanda becomes the Scarlet Witch and Earth 616, and then uses her powers to control the 838 of Wanda, and then have her attack the Illuminati and do so much damage to a lot of people, even Reed Richards, who's a parent of his own, so it's a lot of things if they so like a lot of this they missed opportunities that Trump had. I feel like one of them is Marvel Trump made the same exact film, that plot wise, and if they understood the multiverse story Townian type of way. Storyline or story Townian meaning they draws. I feel like they use the multiverse not as an excuse, but as a way to distract us from the bigger picture of what Wanda is doing. And also I've thinking about Loki, where there's a lot of type of variants, where there's a lot of pieces that are different. Why is Wanda's variants always occurs? They're showing us that it's all her. Every single Wanda is like her is still the Wanda where I don't know. I understand that I'm being a little nitpicky with this, but I turned in the way Vision have a sense of Wanda's actions. Like, so him not showing up to talk to Wanda or trying to reason with Wanda to have her to stop that, then the fact that he didn't show up didn't happen. That was a little bit odd. So wait on that. Just wait on Vision not being in this film, interacting with Wanda. Did you feel like that was a missed opportunity, or did you like the fact that she wasn't involved with Vision in this film? They made it look like when Wanda goes through the multiverse to find her kids, it feels like they make it seem like Vision's not in their lives at all, which is really disappointing. You know, I feel like they should have at least one universe where Vision's, you know, the parent, regardless if he's the white Vision or the original Vision, or just, you know, Chavez as Vision. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They should have. I don't know what drove like. They drove explain so much more. They just took at least 10 seconds explaining which the Vision isn't here because he's really late, or Vision's not around anymore because he was killed, and you know, because of Thanos, you know what I mean, something like that. You know what I mean? Hey, I've been watching our videos about Doctor Strange and stuff about Wanda, the fact that when it came to Vision, maybe not existing, maybe because there's no Vision to be made, meaning there's no reason why he should exist, because maybe certain multiverses don't have a Tony Stark that created Ultron, or what if Ultron was, you know, successful, you know what I mean? So something like that. Trying to explain that, and there's a lot of important things that need to be explained that they didn't do in this film, and I feel like this is something that makes fans of the film turn the other way. It's because there's so much explanation, and I don't think that's the 35 minutes of the deleted scenes it could, you know, do that, you know what I mean? I feel like this mostly that something was off with the writing, and it made sense. There's a lot of things that could have done. It sounds so simple, you know what I mean? But I understand there's a lot of things, there's a lot of moving parts in this film, and even though they did a lot of wonderful things with Wanda in this film, particularly they could just, you know, understand that it would there's a lot. Let me know in the comments that it would have been easier for them to just do a simple 15-second explanation of why certain things were the way they were in this film, or do you think that the writers had a lot to write in this film, so there wasn't like room for this type of stuff, you know? Let me know. This is a be a little weird for me to say, but doesn't Tommy and Billy have friends? Why is it just always them? Why isn't it's always just those two in that universe of Wanda, you know? So don't they have other MCU type friends? They just form like the Avengers? Not really. Yeah, that's so weird. Then it's just them. So for some reason, Wanda was who's the Scarlet Witch. Felt so much love for the Tommy and Billy, and the for the 8th universe as Tommy and Billy. So one way she was so focused on. I feel like she wanted to focus on that universe on Billy and Tommy. So it's just, I don't know. My idea still stands on her grabbing Billy from one universe and Tommy from another, and all of them having switched universe's like custody. We like to explain earlier. The Jordan is much better. That's just my thoughts on that. Like showing the kids, you know what I mean? I feel like this film, they used the Dark Road as an excuse for Wanda doing all this because the Dark Road. No. Wanda chose to be the Scarlet Witch, and then she chose to do all these things. But Twilight was thinking about her actions and that was all her to the very beginning of the film to the very end. And a lot of people, that's the one on the people online sometimes say that Wanda killed Illuminati beyond mode. That's a funny way of putting it. But in a way she's right. In the way they're right, Wanda was controlling the other version of Wanda, so it just shows how powerful she really is. When it comes to the Dark Code, a lot of people wondering, is she being controlled by it, or is she controlling the Dark Code in a way? If in a way she would use its power to do like and get away with a lot of dangerous things within her magic, her chaos magic, and I don't believe so. I feel like she chose to do this. I feel like she was really self-aware with herself and really found her way into using the Dark Code as a path to really do whatever she can after trying to be, in her words, reasonable to have Tommy and Billy because she wanted America Chavez's power. So I feel like the Dark Code in a way was a guide, and that, I feel like that's what she saw within all this. And something that's really important is that she had so much power. She was able to control another, like Wanda from another multiverse, and keep in mind she was that powerful. She learned so much from the Dark Code, where she actually destroyed the Dark Code in the very end. And not a separate note about the end, I feel like she felt guilty. Just like I said, she was self-aware. She understood she was doing was wrong, and she chose to shield herself. In other words, hiding even more from other people because she didn't want to be that dangerous, or seem that dangerous. If you remember in Civil War, she felt so guilty killing innocent people. That was Romelo's fault, but yeah, just I feel like she felt that guilt all over again, and that's something that I believe that's what it happened. So really about Clint Bond doing all these things, and whenever he lost his family, and then the people understood him, and also the thing where Wanda talks to Steven about that it's not fair that when Steven does similar things, he gets away with it. He doesn't get away with it, but he's not plotted, but people are okay with it, you know what I mean? For the most part. And she's right, that doesn't seem fair. It sounds like Doctor Strange is a hypocrite for not letting Wanda have America Chavez's powers, so she shouldn't be over kids. If let's say Doctor Strange approaches Wanda and then he tells her that they need help with saving America Chavez from all these dark creatures in the multiverse, and she says, "I will, but anyway, I want real power, so I can have Billy and Tommy, so I can, then once I have custody of them, custody, and in other words, have it in my universe or whatever, I will help you out." So basically, after, let's say, when it's Wanda take America Chavez's powers, and then she will be with Tommy and Billy, she'll be able to save them, and Wanda wouldn't be the villain, so that hoping the movie will be over, you know, but you know what I mean. But I'm saying this that Steven was so against helping. Said a lot of people are against Wanda having a happy ending for herself, and she just wants to be for kids, you know. So she's, I'm saying she's not asking for much. However, it feels like a big deal because Wanda makes it a big deal, you know. In the very end, I feel like she showed herself. I don't think she killed herself off. And even if we didn't know, if we didn't know Elizabeth Olsen was sent, I'm signed to do more films, I was still thinking about that same. I feel like she was still thinking of her shielding herself from the falling things that probably would crush the dark core, and I feel like she still have to face the consequences of destroying the dark core in every universe. So that's gonna be something to look forward to or when they bring Wanda back. I'm looking at notes, so I'm sorry if that's bothering you guys. It's supposed to be visible in the beginning, and then she became dangerous and did all these things, and honestly she wasn't controlled all the way. Like, I understand her killing, and I don't agree with her killing, but you have to admit that was something that I feel like she had to do. Well, not had to, I feel like she chose to do it, which made the audience a little divided with how they see her. And even though I don't understand that's the definition of psycho, however, I don't like using, I don't associate Wanda with that word, because she wasn't asking for much, and she was becoming the Scarlet Witch for a reason, and she wanted to be powerful. She was trying to search for her kids in the multiverse. However, I do understand why people are divided with that. So, but I just point blank, I just don't like. I don't see the word psycho or psychopath within Scarlet Witch in this film. I understand that. You guys may not agree with it, but that's my opinion. So, yeah. Similar to what I said about the dark code and her being self-aware, I feel like she understood what she was doing. She was in control, and that's why she's done a lot of things that she misbehaved a lot in the multiverse, and she would want to really destroy, a lot of things to get what she wants. So yeah, I feel like another way of saying that is that Scarlet Witch, she found a way to become more. It showed a lot of vulnerability, and however, I feel like that she just didn't see a lot of. She didn't see she didn't see herself as a psychopath. She saw the mom within her, and that's something that a lot of people feel that, you know what I mean? The reason why the people who really love and understand Wanda were rooting for her to be with her children in the end, and then when that didn't happen, we understood why she blocked herself off from the rest of the world. So I feel like she wanted to become I feel like she was hurt. I think that was the main thing. I feel like she was hurt because she lost so much, her parents, Ultron, and not Ultron, Vision, because of and her brother because of Ultron. Yeah, so that's something that is really important. Instead of her feeling, a lot of people see her as a psychopath. I feel like that's something that is very important to see her as hurt, and when you see her in that perspective, maybe you may understand that's what she's been feeling throughout the entire film, and she's like getting more angrier and angrier throughout the film, and more dangerous, you know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. However, this film really shows that she is a Scarlet Avenger if she is still an Avenger. To me, I feel like she still is, because she just wanted to, even though she's an Avenger on the run, basically, since Civil War, and she's always been that way, and yeah, this character is definitely unforgettable, because she's done things that are unforgettable in such a massive way, and yeah, there's no coming back from that, you know, all the stuff that she's done, well, all her actions, there's no way she can look back and just forget all this. She has to live the consequences of her killing the Illuminati, even though it's a different universe. It's still something that she's done, and she may have nightmares about, or all these things with her and her kids that just really wouldn't be right, and what will happen in the future when she sees Vision again, you know. So what would he say about her? Whether Vision's a really intelligent, you know, character, he sees right through Wanda, and because they have so much love for each other, so it has a different way for them to be that way. Her doing all this stuff makes the film intriguing to watch, and it shows that this character, it shows that she really is important within the MCU. However, this film, Doctor Strange 2, it wasn't the best movie ever for Marvel. I feel like what I mean by that is just that there was a lot of, you know, dilemma with everything that wasn't. It's just, if we go to my spoiler review, I give more detail on why. And I feel like us, the fans, we have to appreciate the fact that we got this film. We have to appreciate that Kevin, who is the dude in charge of Marvel, he gave us this film, and he brought Wanda within this film, because she's magic girl, just like Steven, and we should, you know, be appreciative of that. It shouldn't be like we should have had this with Wanda, we should have had this. We're saying that's not. We're like, understand us Marvel fans, we always ask for so much, and we always want so much and expect so much, and maybe that's like the biggest grave is also our weakness in a way. As fans, we always, once we get what we have, we have all these trailers and all these announcements, it builds everything up, and once we see the film, and sometimes it crumbles down on us, you know. Yeah. And sometimes it feels like, do you feel like it's too much? Let me know about that. I mean, I feel like hopefully this video made you understand Wanda a little bit more on her perspective, or another fan's perspective on the Scarlet Witch. Let me know if you want me to do more deep dives like this for other MCU characters. But it was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to watch this film again. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to review Miss Marvel, so be on the lookout for that. And I can't wait for the future this year to review Thor: Love and Thunder. That's gonna be interesting. Alright, I'll see you guys soon.